Hey, how you guys doing? I'm X. Yeah, and I'm on Minecraft Xbox One. We were going to be taking a look at some designs that subscribers asked me if I could get them to work. I was actually able to get most of them to work by just following the tutorial and building them in a chunk, but other ones, like the one you guys seen on the screenshot, do not work. So the iron, what we're looking at right here, this is the iron trench, it does not work. And then to go ahead and tell you, I'm actually recording by streaming onto my PC from my Xbox One. So my Elgato capture card, I got an update the other day that helped it, or supposedly stopped it from freezing. But I don't have the HD 60 version. I have the old one, that nobody ever recorded beyond 30 back in the old days. So I myself really like the 1080 look. I like the way it looks on videos. And anyway, so we're going to go ahead and just look at some other stuff. I did want to let you guys know that there are some things about this that I could have done wrong. Now, I'm 100% sure that I did the redstone correctly. I am not, for instance, I do think that because I built it across the positive coordinates here, as you can see right here where we are, that's a 0 coordinate. And I built it right through there, and I know that this has issues with that, so I may in the future, if I get bored, I may rebuild this over there in the negative coordinate, or maybe even put one in the positive. I don't know, but I am looking for a design that can do about 500 iron an hour and uses redstone to chain the villages. That way you don't have to do it. Something I wanted to share with some subscribers. So if you guys have one or know about one that works, let me know. Anyway, let's move on down the line. So this is Peter Jang's super small, the piston layout of this was always made it really big, but what he has done with it, he just shrunk it down to probably the smallest you can get it. There might be smaller out there now, but I had a couple people ask me, does it work? Can you get it to work? Because they were having problems, and I'm going to go ahead and say that I got it to work on the first try, but what the person described was that the middle block would not retract. It wouldn't actually extend the stairs. So I'm going to go ahead and say that what I think you should never do with this kind of device, as you guys seen, this does an extension, and then it retracts and then does an extension because it gets 2 pulses. If you built that across the chunk, it would not work. So I'm going to say that's probably why it didn't work. So Peter Jang's 2-wide staircase works really nice. Here, on to the next one. This is Redstone Innovations front-facing 4x4, as you can see right here. And yeah, so if we take a look at it, very quick, very clean animation. Yeah, very nice the way that it opens and everything. Very solid. I've actually built this across chunks. I actually think the person that asked me about it did not actually have the redstone correct. That's actually what I think. They didn't really describe why it didn't work, but it's not orientational, and it seems to be fine. It is one of the smallest. It's actually 10 by 9 by 3. That is very tiny. So on to the next one. This is Cube Hamster's latest Insta-call elevator. We're on the Xbox One, and somebody actually requested me to, I told them that it worked, but I wanted to show it as well. But yeah, so obviously it's not in the 1.8, so it doesn't work like it would in the 1.8 PC version. But it definitely works good enough to where you can actually build this for fun and ride it with friends and so on. I mean, I wouldn't recommend building it in survival. I mean, you could though, because it only uses the pistons that are in the shaft, and it needs just a lot of comparators. I mean, this is actually the most amazing thing about this. I really like how Cube Hamster has taken the comparator logic to the next level. I myself wouldn't even know where to start with that. So something we're going to look at too is the down function on Cube Hamster's elevator. It goes down at a nice level if you just seen that, it goes down level, and it's not like one side beats the other, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and give it a ride. I'm gonna say that, you know, it's not multiplayer friendly on the console, but you can build it for yourself and have some fun riding it. You just need to make sure that you're you know, I'm gonna say standing on this piston here, and you'll be fine. So let's go ahead and write it down, and we'll check out the insta-call features on it. So what is insta-call? It means that if you are upstairs and you come up to the top of the elevator, you don't have to wait. You can hit the button, it'll automatically extend it, and then you can do this. So taking advantage of some cool stuff. And then of course there is insta-call when it's on the up, which I'm gonna say this actually is so lag free, what we're getting ready to do, that it's very good when it's extended. As you can see, very smooth when extended, because it doesn't have to do a ton of redstone mechanics while you're riding it. So, you know, probably one of the biggest problems with one of these elevators, you know, including mine, is the fact that when you're riding them, sometimes it doesn't register you properly. For instance, sometimes I get stuck in my elevator because I just don't get in the right place, or there's a huge lag spike, you know, and when I break out of the glass here, sometimes I have to break out all 3 blocks, which tells me my character is being registered as 3 blocks instead of 2, if that makes any sense to you guys. And that's why there's a problem. That's why these elevators aren't really functioning, you know, like they would on the PC, for instance. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. I did want to say, I mean, I said something in the beginning, and that is Elgato, my recording, you know, it's pretty funny because I just switched to a PC monitor instead of a TV for my Xbox One, so that I could get, you know, really see the 60 frame rate. And the funny thing is that as soon as I did that, the Elgato old capture cards started not working right, which is pretty funny, I'm gonna say. You know, and then we got an update that said, hey, you know, this will fix it from freezing. But I just did 2 videos in a row, and they were absolutely, you could not even see them. And of course I did them in 720 and I did them in 60 FPS, which is what mine's actually capable of, but it can't do the 10, which means I'd have to get a new one. So I'm actually just hoping, to be honest, I'm hoping that they will actually make it so Xbox, they'll either fix their own capture equipment, you know, so we can record in 60 FPS and all that. The problem with it right now is that when I hit this Windows and G, which I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not, when I hit Windows and G, it doesn't record my voice, you know, so I don't know if it's trying to say that I have to use an Xbox mic, because I have tried it and it registered it. My computer said, hey, you got a microphone hooked up, but the quality of it was so bad. So I don't know why they don't have it, so we can't use the mic that we have. It's very weird. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment, like, and subscribe, and have a good one. Later.